everybody, how are you? This is Donnie from Passover Listings. I hope you are getting your plans ready for Pesach, coming right around the corner. So would love to, I would love to know what everyone's plans are for Pesach. But we're going to be doing something very interesting tonight, and talking about VIP Kosher Tours. So if you guys have any questions, please feel free to write them in the comments, and we will get them answered. We have probably 10 questions already, but feel free to ask any questions about VIP Kosher Tours in Mexico, and we will get those answered today. So this will be a lot of fun, and also very informative for you guys still thinking about going away, for Passover, for Pesach, on a wonderful Pesach program in Mexico. So feel free to type in your questions in the comments below, and we will get them answered one by one. And thanks everybody for jumping on tonight. We are just waiting for a special guest here to jump on. And we'll get ready very soon. So thanks everybody for jumping on. Again, it's really exciting. A lot of programs this year for Pesach all around the world. I hope everyone's going to have or already booked or booking as we speak. If you guys need any help with questions, feel free to ask me or ask Passover Listings. We're happy to help you find the program for you. But tonight we're going to be talking about a wonderful program in Mexico called VIP Kosher Tours. And we will get started very, very soon. Wrong one. Okay. While we're waiting, does anyone have any questions about Pesach? And anyone that wants to join a Instagram live video? Okay. All right. Thanks everybody for jumping on. We're going to get started right now. And here we go. Hey,
Okay.
Stuart, how are you?
Fantastic.
Wow.
I just decided that, I think it's a good spot. I'm by the 24-hour, I think we see the sign.
Yep.
24-hour Nespresso coffee shop.
Wow. Wow, that's great. Oh, this is great. So you're in the hotel right now in Mexico.
I am in the hotel, and I thought that it's nice to start off at the cappuccino, espresso bar, coffee bar that's, again, open 24 hours. So whenever you wake up and you need something, you've got it. Nice espresso, wonderful people that are working here. We will fill it with pastries, little sandwiches, cookies. So whenever you're hungry, you can always go. We're going to have syrups for Passover. We're going to have some liqueurs as well that you can add. Latest state-of-the-art machinery.
Wow.
So I just thought that it was nice we can start off here, and then we can go to some other areas, and we can start talking. So you can ask questions. I'm now taking a little bridge. Look at that koi fish.
Can you
over
hear me? Can you hear me okay over there? Is it loud by you?
I can hear you. I'm walking through a beautiful area.
We have a couple.
Beautiful area now.
We have a couple couple questions coming in from some people I'd like to kind of, while they're on, they'd like to get answered. So, for your program in Mexico, maybe we start there and then you can take everybody through the property while you're answering some questions. How does that sound?
That's fantastic.
All right.
I am walking through some different areas right now, just so that for reference and things like that. So I'm ready anytime.
So we have a question from someone that is asking if they reserve a room, do they arrive at the main building or the reserve side?
They're going to arrive. We're doing a special check-in area, and they're going to arrive. All of the vehicles are set to arrive to one central area so that we can have everyone checked in and processed. We just actually today, we did floor plan, we did site, we decided exactly where it is. We're going to have 20 people that are going to be checking the guests in so that the guest check-in should be flawless.
Perfect.
And then we have surprises at that area as well.
Got it. There's another question about staying on reservations. There's another question about if is there reservation system, when will the reservation system be fixed? What happens to reservations already made? Is there any issues with that, or everything's good to go and everyone could reserve the reservation process? I guess I'm not sure if they're referring to the hotel or for the
No, they're probably referring to there was a little issue that we had when the reservation system, when we dealt with the company with the reservation system. We had mentioned to them that there would be quite a few people that would be booking at the same time, 200, 300, 400 people that would be booking at the same time. And they said, not a problem. I guess they didn't realize the power of hungry Jewish people. And there was so many people that tried to book at the same time that it overwhelmed the system. The system was not able to work properly. It was not able to recognize tables. It was not able to connect tables in space.
Okay.
It was timing out, and it locked out. And the solution is worked on right now.
Perfect.
They're changing it over to a much larger server.
Okay.
And that's the good news. The good news is
so people can use the app today. There's another question.
No, not today. Not today. My suggestion is to wait till the app is done properly, because it's going to take a few days. They're transferring it over to another system. Whoever made reservations, those reservations are there. They're saved. But if you're starting to do reservations now while they're transferring the app over, I don't know if those reservations are going to be saved, what's going to happen. So we did send out an email blast right away to everyone, and please have patience and just follow the email blast. It said that we will let you know when it's ready. So if you do go in and you happen to be able to make a reservation today, I can't guarantee you that it's going to be there and it's going to work. The reservations that were made on the day when it started to go down, they saved everything, and those are all in the system.
Okay.
So
Terrific.
Once the system is moved over to a new server and it's tested and it's going to run perfectly, it's a matter of a day or so. We will release it and let everyone know. And then you can have 500 people going in at the same time. It's going to be able to accommodate it. It's going to be able to handle it. And it'll also recognize all the tables. So it wasn't able to pull tables. People had said that, I tried to book a table, a larger table. The system couldn't recognize it because it was running too slow. It wasn't picking up. So it's being fixed. All of that is being fixed, and it'll all be back on.
Okay, so everybody hang tight. It will be working very shortly, but everything will be eventually be able to use the app, get in to make reservations for your meals. So let's move over to the food. So we have a couple questions on the food and the coffee. That one person wanted to know if there'll be a place to get coffee Tuesday morning before the lunch meals. I'm assuming...
Yes, the coffee shop will be open. We start with, and everyone was told, and everyone was acknowledged on the invoices and everything, that the restaurants, we start with food service Tuesday lunch. The people that are coming on Monday know that they have the hotel at no additional charge, but there is no food service on Monday food service starts with Tuesday lunch.
So what's
So
so talk about
while
the.
we will have the coffee shop open, you'll be able to get coffee. You'll be able to get a drink at the bar, but you're not going to be able to get food.
Okay, so coffee and food at the and drinks at the bar, but on Tuesday lunch,
On
what's the do you have an
Tuesday,
idea of what's to eat on Tuesday
Tuesday,
lunch?
1 o'clock, every restaurant is open. It's a
Oh, perfect. So
full
every
hotel is
restaurant
open.
will be open on Tuesday,
Yeah.
um, to kind of eat whatever you'd like to eat.
Any,
Okay,
anything that you'd like to eat. And
got it.
the guests that are coming in on Monday, they knew about it. It's been on the invoice, and everybody was told that we have days of turning over restaurants. It takes time to turn them over, kosher them, put in proper equipment, and if we rush that situation and try to do it faster, it only leaves you more of a chance of not having success.
Right,
So everything is done on a schedule, everything is timed, everything is planned properly, and we are going according to what we had said.
perfect. So before we get off the food side, and by the way, guys, please, everyone tuning in right now, feel free to ask questions in the comments box right here. This is your chance you're going straight to the source, to ask questions about VIP Kosher Tours in lovely Cancun, Mexico. So if you have questions, you're still looking for a program,
Playa
you're
del
going on
Carmen. Actually,
in
Playa del Carmen.
Playa del, right, Playa
You
del
do
Carmen,
fly
right,
into
Mexico,
Cancun Airport, but we're in Playa del Carmen.
right, Playa del Carmen. Feel free to ask away any questions. We have another question that came in. There are a couple, obviously, folks that are vegan. Can you talk about maybe some of your vegan options at some of these restaurants?
There's vegan options in every restaurant. All the menus, there's multiple options, and especially because even on the buffet restaurants, there's multiple vegan items on all the buffets, so they don't have to worry. And in every restaurant that has a menu, there are vegan options as well.
Got
And
it.
because they're cooking to order, they can cook the way you prefer.
Perfect.
So
That's amazing.
unlike a ballroom situation where you're sitting in a ballroom and you're being served what we're serving and that's it, they're actually cooking the food to order. So if you decide to order the salmon, you can tell them that you like it with sauce, no sauce. You can ask them to steam your vegetables, put no seasoning on it. You can just add olive oil on there. So all of those options, just like going to any other fine dining restaurant.
Perfect. Someone came in about a question around seaweed. I don't know if this was a serious question, but I'll ask it. Is there a seaweed issue, or what you want to talk about the seaweed? I guess sushi, seaweed, everything coming in around that side.
Everything coming in about seaweed. So as of, I did go to the beach for about 2 minutes yesterday. I didn't go to swim. I was walking on the beach because we were going over placement of chairs. We were going over the restaurants that are there, the service and everything else.
Yeah.
And I didn't notice any seaweed or anything. But again, Mother Nature, we don't control Mother Nature. We don't control God. And from what I heard and what I saw online, there's a huge amount of seaweed coming to Miami and Miami Beach. So I don't know what's going to hit here. I don't know where it's going to hit.
Okay, so no
And
seaweed.
they do have a plan. By the way, they do have a plan because it is at some times of the year they do get seaweed. So they clean the beach twice a day, and they have also built a berm that is further out that prevents it from coming in. So will it prevent it 100% from coming in? I can't tell you that, but there are precautions that have been taken, and they've done things to fix the situation since last season. So they're much more improved this season, and they do clean it twice a day.
Terrific. That's good. I think that definitely helps, answers that question. Someone had a question about the temperature next week. Oh, not next week. I mean, for Pesach coming up, right? Do you have an idea of what the temperature is going to be like during the day and also during at nights?
So my suggestion is to go online, and you can go to a weather app and see the temperature because it does change. We are in paradise, and when you're in a tropical paradise, it can change. But typically, the weather is beautiful during the day and nice breeze at night. You don't need any sweaters, coats, jackets, or anything like that. It is very comfortable during the day. It's fantastic. And at night, where I'm sitting now, it's starting to be evening over here, It's 7:15 now in Cancun, and it's extremely comfortable. I'm getting nice breezes. It's amazing to be outside.
That's great. Nice. So another question about they wanted to know if there were going to be water bottles, a case of water bottles in each room, or maybe
No, we're
what
going to
will be
put a
in.
pallet. No, there's going to be a pallet of water bottles in each room. Don't even worry. We have mini bars in every room. So the mini bars are stocked once a day.
Okay.
There's bottled water in there. There's soft drinks that are in there. There's snacks that are in the mini bars. And then we've got tea room locations. There are only 15 bars all around the resort. And they
Mhm.
all have bottled water that you can get at any time. All
Yep.
of the restaurants, 16 restaurants, have bottled water. If you're laying at the pool or the beach, every server has access to bring you bottled water, so it's not a problem.
Perfect. I think we talked about this, but just there was another question about do they need to make reservations for the meals? I believe the answer is
You do not for every meal. You have the ability to, you don't have to. There is tremendous amount of seating. When the app is working correctly, you will see tremendous amount of seating. Unfortunately, it just got over bogged down, and that you can go to many restaurants, even restaurants that you need a reservation for. You can still walk up. If it's available, you can go at any time that's available. There are multiple reservation desks around the resort. If you're in a reserve level room, the concierge can change, try and see different reservations if you want. If you use the app, if someone cancels, it immediately becomes available. So that's why we
Mhm.
stress that if you make a reservation and you no show, we will cancel your reservations out of the app because it's not fair to the other guests. You can go to another restaurant, just cancel your reservation so that it frees it up for someone else. Someone else might at the last minute decide that they want to go to the Italian restaurant, and you may have canceled there, and now it opens it up for them. It's
Got it.
common courtesy for everyone. We all have to treat each other the same.
Perfect. So I had a question, Stuart, about what is the pizza crust made out of?
So we have two. We have a gluten-free pizza crust, and then which is like a gluten-free focaccia, and then we have a matzah pizza as well. So you can have either or.
Perfect. Another question came in terms of what times are the shows at night?
Shows are going, there are multiple shows and many shows that are going on, multiple forms of entertainment. The main shows are scheduled to start at 9:30. And there are many other shows. So you might walk out of a restaurant and you end up in a beautiful bar area, and there might be a 70s group, and you might sit down for a second to listen. Bar waitress, bar server brings you cocktails, and now you're enjoying the show, and you had a good time. Then you might decide to go to the lounge, to the hookah lounge, which has entertainment. You might decide to go to the nightclub, which has entertainment. You might decide to go to some of the other bars, which have entertainment. So there are so many other things going on besides the regular show, so that you don't have to stress. There is plenty, and there's something for every age group. So if
Yeah.
you might not, if Modi is not for you, there's
Mm-hmm.
enough other things going on. If you love Modi, you come to the show.
Got
Same
it.
thing for every other entertainer.
Okay, we're getting a lot of questions coming in, guys. So keep them coming. Keep them coming. You have questions about VIP Kosher Tours in Playa del Carmen. Keep them coming. Okay, next question. Will you have paddles available for pickleball? And I assume other
Yes,
sports. Okay,
yes. So we have pickleball courts and we have basketball courts, and we will have paddles and balls.
perfect. Another question came in around car seats. Will you have cars? Will there be car seats to and from the airport?
If you requested the car seat on your jot form when you put the information in, yes, we will have it. If you did not, then you won't have it because there's no way for them to know because there's 3 or 4 different terminals where the flights come in. So we sent out the forms. And by the way, if you please acknowledge this. We did send out a request. We are still missing forms from about 15% of the rooms have not filled out that form. Without that form, we're not going to be able to provide you the transportation. We're not going to be able to place you properly in the Seder, answer all the questions. It's okay. We're not going to hold it against you if you say that you want to go to men's only beach. You don't have to, but if you are, I want to have enough chairs there. So the questions are there so that we can provide the best service and best accommodations. If you
Yep.
do need a car seat, put it down there
Put it
so
down
that
on
we can make sure that they have it for you.
and request it. Okay, so yes, the answer is yes. You can request it. Lamb. Next question. What are the lamb options? Someone was questioning about the lamb. We talk about the lamb.
So we have many lamb options. We have rack of lamb, we have lamb riblets, we have lamb breast, we have we have multiple types. We have pulled lamb, we have multiple types of lamb.
Okay, perfect. I think it's going to be a quick answer. Are you sold out? Someone had a question on?
We are about we are about sold out. When we say sold out, things change, but we are never filling the capacity of the hotel. We are running the hotel at 50% capacity. So that's why when we say we're 95, we're 98% sold out, we're 98% sold out based on what we feel we want to accommodate as a group.
Yep.
But we are not selling all the rooms in the hotel.
Yep.
Even though we do have the whole hotel. So that's why, unlike many other resorts, you're not going to have to scramble for pool chairs, because between the pool and the beach, there are 2.7 chairs per person, per guest.
Another question that came in was, is there a main ballroom area?
There is a main ballroom area, but not for meals. It may be used for some of the seders for certain groups and areas. It's used for shows. It's used for other things.
Yep.
But there is no main ballroom. You're eating in 16 magnificent restaurants, each one with a different theme, each one with a different menu, buffet restaurants that are available. If you eat kitniot, you have two phenomenal kitniot restaurants. You have a Persian restaurant at La Palapa with Chef Bijan. We have another Middle Eastern restaurant with Syrian and Middle Eastern cuisine with Chef Meir Elinor and Mazda by Marlene.
Terrific.
So and those are large. Like in the Middle Eastern restaurant, we can seat probably 500 people at a time.
Oh,
so
wow.
there's plenty of space, and that's over. So if dinner is from 6 to 11, and you figure an hour and a quarter, an hour and a half, you've got plenty of space.
Yep. How do big groups get into restaurants without making reservations?
The same way a small group gets into a restaurant without making reservations. You show up to the buffets or the open seating, and you say, hello, I would like a table of 20. And in those restaurants, there are people that are dedicated to just putting tables together. They're not going to serve you a beverage. They're not doing anything else, but they're there to adjust tables, because even we will have reservations available in those restaurants that people will be able to make reservations, as the system, as I said, was just overloaded and did not work or show everything to its capacity. Once the system is working to its capacity, you can have reservations. You can also just walk in.
Yep.
Say, I need a table of 10. If there's a table of 10 available, they'll give it to you. If they have to put two tables together, they'll put it together. No different than anywhere else. And there's two people dedicated in each restaurant just to do that.
Perfect. Another question, where are we eating breakfast and lunch on Yontif meals?
We did send that out on one of the emails. So breakfast is being served in 3 locations. It's being served in the Hadar buffet, it's being served in the Naus buffet, and it's being served in Aqua Marina buffet. So
Mm-hmm.
there are large areas because breakfast is buffet. Lunch is being served in all of those locations as well as other locations that are opening. All of the outdoor restaurants, the pool restaurants that have food and all that are going to be serving lunch as well.
Perfect. Okay,
And,
so we have a
and by the way, for those that eat kidneyot, which are quite a bit of people, the kidneyot restaurants are going to be open for lunch and dinner every day, every meal.
right. And can you talk? You're going to have tennis as well, I
No,
assume.
no, we decided to dedicate to pickleball.
Okay,
So
so
we are dedicated,
football.
we're doing pickleball. We've got multiple basketball courts. We
Yep.
have a sports camp.
And another question over here. Let's talk about specifics. We want at the Seder table. If they have private rooms, wine, special foods, how does that work if they want to kind of have specifics about this, about the Seder?
When if they had paid for a private room, if they have a private room on their invoice, they will have a private room. Otherwise, they will be semi-private. Semi-private will be all over the resort. So we are spreading out all over the resort so that we can leave enough space between tables and between guests, and they will be in those areas. We had asked on the job form specifically if you want Ashkenaz, Ashkenaz, Persian, or Syrian charoset. So that way we know where to put you and where how to group you as well, and to make sure that you have that charoset. Otherwise, the menu is the same menu. And if you have a dietary issue, there was a spot where you can mention if you have a dietary issue. There was a spot asking for anything special that you need. So we know that if you're Persian, because you asked for Persian charoset, that you need spring onions, you need green onions for the Seder. So we will have that automatically. But
Wow.
if you didn't answer that, unfortunately, we can only accommodate the information that we receive in a timely fashion.
Got it. Okay, so everyone get their information in, as
And do
quickly.
not duplicate it. If you've
Yes.
sent it in, we have it. I know some people are saying, did you get it? The way the system works, JotForm works, is that as long as you are on the link and you fill it out, we have it.
Right.
We have the information, it's gone. If you start sending other ones, we're going to have to delete them because it's impossible to start reading and checking multiples because we've already have it separated out. It's gone to the transportation company. It's being used for many things, and that's why we asked all those questions on there, not to be intrusive. We want to be able to accommodate everyone. We want to be able to provide a level of service that normally is not provided. And the only way we can do that is by having your information, the proper information, in a timely fashion.
Perfect. Thank you, Stuart. I mean, obviously, there's a lot of people thanking you on here and just addressing all their concerns and questions. So, really, really helpful. Another question came in. What day is Modi performing, Stuart?
Modi is performing Saturday night.
Saturday night. Okay. And so, yeah, there's a bunch of questions around Yom Tov and the meals, right? So, Yom Tov night, how do you know what time to make dinner reservations if you're at Minyan?
Okay, so candlelighting time is varying, but I would say you can use 6:50 as an average time for candlelighting. So that means that davening is going to start at about 6:55 to 7 p.m. give or take, and depending on the shul, depending on how fast they daven, you can kind of judge. So my feeling is, it works for some people with younger kids where they want to eat earlier. You can eat before davening, and then you're free and you're good. And there's always the tea room. So you're not going to starve, you're not going to get hungry. And those that want to eat after davening can eat after davening. And some of those that want to eat during, again, whatever you like.
Perfect.
It's all available. And there's
Perfect.
plenty of seating, there's plenty plenty of great food all over.
Perfect. Where will this is probably a quick question, but where will the seders be?
Again, seders will be all over the hotel. We will give you, when you check in, you will find out where your seder room is. Your seders are the same for both nights. So wherever your seder room is for the first night, it's the same for the second night. And you will get that on check-in.
Perfect.
But we're
Another
using the whole resort. So
right.
depending on where it is, you'll be assigned and you'll be able to find it very easy.
Right. Perfect. Another question that came in: are the Persian and Sephardic charoses kitniot? Is the charoset for Persian and Sephardic kitniot?
I don't believe so, but again, Bijan is going to make that fresh here. He ordered his ingredients. Mazza by Marlene is making the Syrian charoset. Because I haven't eaten Syrian charoset or Persian charoset personally, so I can't tell you that. I don't believe that it is kitnia. I think it's more with dates and other things. I don't believe that it has any kitnia, but I'm not an expert when it comes to that.
Okay. Okay, so if you have any questions around the charoset specifically, please reach out directly.
Please reach out directly to your friends. If you have Syrian friends or you have Persian friends,
yeah,
ask them.
Ask them.
I can find out the answers to that very easily, but I'm just going to ask. But I don't believe it is.
Okay. Another question came in. Are you providing Haggadahs?
Yes.
Yes.
We are providing Haggadahs for all the tables.
Perfect. Can you describe in detail the tea rooms? So I'll talk about the tea rooms a little bit.
So the tea rooms are huge, and they have many, many items. All during the day, there's probably, I think, 20 some odd flavors of different chocolates and candies, and probably 20 to 30 types of different gummies and what we might classify as junk candy. There's marshmallows, there's ice cream, there's going to be crepe station there, there's going to be all kinds of nuts and dried fruit, and there's going to be stuffed dates, and there's so many different things. It's impossible to list them, but it's huge. There's a lot there.
Okay. I think,
but don't forget that there's a lot all over. So it doesn't really make a difference if you're in the tea room or if you're not in the tea room, because any restaurant, any buffet restaurant, you can walk in at any time. Even if there's tables, there's seating, you just want dessert. You just want to grab something fast.
Right.
It's available to you. You know, the kitniot restaurants I know are wonderful. Some of the items on there's going to be falafel. We bought a falafel machine. There's going to be fresh falafel if you eat kitniot. There's going to be shawarma in different places. There's so much available that you can just get it anytime. We have a sushi bar. We have kitniot sushi for the kitniot people. We have regular sushi that's going to be made with quinoa for everyone else. And all of that sushi is available all day. The pizza station's available all day. So you can literally go, if you just want something to fill, you can go grab a pizza, focaccia, matzah pizza, sushi, all in the same area.
There's something for everyone, yeah.
There's something all over.
Okay, another question came in. I think we answered this, but just to clarify for this person. So other than seders, every holiday lunch and dinner meal needs a reservation?
They do not need a reservation, only if you want to go to specialty restaurants. And they will be available. So, for example, if you want to go to the teppanyaki, to Bana, and you want a teppanyaki table, I think the teppanyaki tables hold 10 people. So if you have 20 people, you're going to have to be at two different teppanyaki tables. That you cannot build and move a teppanyaki table. That's where they throw the knives in the air and they're grilling and cooking the food and doing a whole show. So those are reservation, obviously.
Okay.
You can reserve in all of the restaurants. You don't have to, because if there's space available and there's so much seating available and so much extra seating, the hotel has increased the seating in every restaurant because they understand, and we all know that Pesach is large families. So they are increased. So there is a mega, huge amount of seating. You don't
Great.
have to worry. You don't have to get nervous. You don't have to worry. You're all going to be able to eat. You're going to be able to enjoy. You try different cuisine. The idea is to try different food, different themes, different cuisine, and enjoy yourself. 15 bars.
Perfect. Let's talk about the actually before we talk about the bars. There's this question on the bars. Someone asked about the baby food. Baby food. You'll
So
have.
I was concerned. We did get baby food. I ordered a lot of baby food, and one of the trucks is here. There's another truck coming with more of the dry product tomorrow. But I did see quite a bit of baby food. But you can always get something mashed up. And there's always going to be on the buffets, there's always going to be mashed potatoes. There's mashed sweet potatoes. There's plenty of food that they can make for a baby. And yes, you can get milk available also. It's not a problem.
Are the kids' meals the same every day, or do they change?
No, the kids' meals are different in the different locations.
Okay.
So you just go where you want to eat for the food that you like.
Perfect. How early do the bars open? Someone asked.
The bars open at 9 a.m. And for those of you that have a reserve room, I think there's going to be a special custom bottle of tequila in your room. So if you need to start earlier than 9 a.m., it's available for you.
Perfect. I'm assuming there's a question around, do you supply machzors?
Do we supply machzors?
Yeah.
Yes. We actually have sidurim with shalosh regalim in them, and we have machzors as well.
Okay. Guys, just as as you're hearing all this, this is VIP Kosher Tours in Playa del Carmen, Mexico. 16 kosher restaurants, tons of bars, tons of entertainment. If you guys have any questions, this is your time to.
I mean, if you want to see something, you want to get a quick.
Why don't we stop the questions for just a minute, and feel free, guys, to post any questions in the comment section.
I'm looking at people eating now in Capella in beautiful restaurants. Oh, this is a large table. Just so happens that there's a large table over here in Capella, which is the Italian restaurant. We come in, we have magnificent bar. So I just walked in.
Wow.
And as you can see, there's magnificent bar with everything available and fantastic bartenders.
Look at it.
Fantastic bartenders. And they can make you all your cocktails. That's just in case you missed the other bar.
Right.
And now when we come to gorgeous restaurant, the Italian restaurant, somebody's going to say, what happens if I have 70 people in my party? So we put 35, we could put 35 people on either side. I could put 50 people on either side. I can make it a table of 80 people, and I can do the same over here. And we have beautiful stands, beautiful cuisine, beautiful areas. So I'm just giving you a quick little synopsis.
This is great. Thank you.
You don't have to worry. It's a little loud because people are enjoying themselves. And then we have mole. Hello. And we have mole. And you could see some tables in different areas, and oh my God. And there's a liquor cart because you want to make sure that you always have something to drink.
Terrific.
And then
so a couple
we
more
have beautiful
questions.
seating and beautiful areas. And just so you understand that, look, he's putting tables together, and I didn't even tell him to do it. So you see, they make tables and they adjust tables based on the reservations.
Perfect.
And you have fantastic, comfortable booths. So rather than being in a ballroom setting where you have to sit on a ballroom chair that never changes, each restaurant you're going to have different seating, you're going to have different types of chairs, you're going to have different themes, it's going to be fantastic. You're going to transform. Someone said to me, are you doing theme events? And every restaurant is a different theme. Every restaurant is going into another theme party. So you are going to be going into 16 theme parties, and you can switch from theme to theme on the same day, going from lunch to dinner, different places. It's spectacular.
Terrific.
We're really going
So
to, everyone that is coming, that is lucky to come on this Pesach program, you're really going to enjoy it because, yes, this has not been done, and we are doing something that has never been done, and it's going to be amazing. You just have to
it looks like
enjoy it. You're here to enjoy yourselves, relax, take another drink, go relax. We have tons of seating areas, tons of outdoor magnificent space for you to sit in areas. You're not going to have to scramble and not have seats. I'm happy to show it, to walk over to the bars and everything. So we have beautiful ponds
yep,
with fish and koi and turtles and so many things for the kids to do. Relax, have a good time, enjoy the best Pesach program ever, and allow us to exceed your expectations.
terrific. So couple quick questions. Maybe these will be rapid fire, Stuart, since we're going to end it in 5 to 10 minutes here, but we'll do some rapid fire questions very quickly here for you. So one person asked, will you have yard site candles?
Yes.
Okay. How many pools are there?
There's 8 pools.
What's the price for a night, for one night?
We don't rent by the hour, and I don't think we rent by the night. Although it's not a bad idea. I think for the next Pesach, we need to set that up, and it might not be a bad, it might not be a bad business model. So it's something we have to look into for the future.
For sure. Any travel concerns in the Cancun area that you?
Much less travel concerns than there are in New York City and Chicago and most metropolitan areas. It is totally safe. Last night, I was out with my Rav HaMachshir, my other rabbis and mashgichim, my executive chef, and we were eating in Moshe Kuba in downtown Playa del Carmen, which is a kosher restaurant, sitting outside with our yarmulkes on, out there with tons of other people with yarmulkes, walking around, met other people. The Chabad houses here don't hide behind walls like they do in Europe. It's all exposed. Chabad, the restaurants say kosher in Hebrew and English.
Perfect.
It is extremely safe.
All right.
Don't look at someone crossing a border town.
All right, let's keep rapid fire. We got a ton of questions to go through. Can you just rapid fire schedule of the events? Maybe from
What schedule of events meaning?
from the programming. So what's the events happening when someone gets there? For the Chol Hamoed events. Let's focus on Chol Hamoed.
Well, there's activities going on all day. There's tons of activities from the hotel, from cycling classes to different sports and different things that are available. There is a ton of activities. There is classes. There are group things. There is DJs at various pools. There's so much going on every day. Mm-hmm. It's huge. And you'll be able to find something that you prefer and you like to do. Perfect. Spa. There's just something that in a resort like this, because of the size of the resort, there is so much going on all over. You're not going to have a problem.
Perfect. What's the story regarding tips?
So like anywhere else, tips are we pay a gratuity to the hotel for them to divide between the staff. But when you travel, I travel before I go to Mexico. I go to the bank and I get singles and I get fives. And I tip because tips are greatly appreciated. And obviously, it doesn't matter where you go. It doesn't matter when tips are totally refused or not suggested. It's always welcome. It gets you a little extra. Those that are smart travelers, you don't have to tip. Nobody is going to refuse you service. No one is going to reduce the level of service. We like to do a Kiddush Hashem. I feel that if I'm traveling, I'm wearing a yarmulke, I'm representing the Jewish people. An extra $5 is not going to hurt. An extra $2 is not going to hurt. They schlep me around in a golf cart here sometimes. I tip them all the time. Is it necessary? No. Do I see other people tipping them? No. But I like them to know that, yes, the guy with the yarmulke is tipping them, whether it's $2, $5, $3, it's something.
Perfect. Another question, is it too late to book for this year?
Again, call the office, speak to Hirsch, depending on how many people, depending on the room size and accommodation. And you need to work through Hirsch because he's controlling all of the space and all of the rooms, and he will know what is available, because I might tell you that something's available, but he may have sold it, or he may have it for someone that decided to upgrade, because we have people that are upgrading all the time now to different suites and different areas.
Mm-hmm.
So the availability is changing on every 5-10 minutes. A call comes in,
Yep.
Somebody wants to upgrade, something becomes unavailable, something else becomes available.
Perfect. Okay. Lots of questions coming in right now. Maybe talk about, just quickly, rapid fire, what type of crowd, Stuart, are you expecting?
Okay, that's a great. I've answered it many times, but it's called Achenu Kol Beit Yisrael. We have everybody. We have people that are going to use the men's only beach and the women's only beach. We have people that are going to be using the family beach. We have people that are Persian. We have people that are Syrian. We have people that are Bukharian. We have Ashkenaz. We have everybody, and everyone is one. We have people from a family of 10 rooms, and on one side they're Haredi, and on the other side, in the middle, they're in the middle, and on the other side, they may not even be Shomer Shabbat, but they're all part of one large family. So,
Perfect. So
as we all say, it's a family vacation.
Perfect. Is there a mikvah for ladies?
Yeah, there's a huge mikvah for ladies and men and everyone. It's called the Ocean.
Okay. All right.
I haven't found a hotel yet that was built in a resort area with a mikvah. But again, we can speak to Chabad because you never know.
Yeah.
It's always something for the future.
Yeah. If you guys are inquiring about pricing, if you guys are inquiring about availability, please call VIP Kosher Tours. You can check them out on PassoverListings.com. You can also check them out on their website as well. The resort is the Paradisus in Playa del Carmen. That's a question. Yes, this is in Playa del Carmen. Is there a dress code? What is the dress code? For those maybe.
The dress code is common sense and relaxed. We are relaxed. We are in paradise. I live in Miami Beach. The dress code is relaxed. In Miami Beach, a lot of people wear shirt and pants to shul. They come relaxed, and then people come in suits. So the code is whatever you want. Obviously, you don't go to shul in beachwear. And when you're in the different restaurants, you want to be comfortable, but it doesn't mean that you're extremely exposed. It's common sense.
Okay, perfect. Can you tell us, we didn't touch upon really this on this call. Someone's asking about.
I'm sorry, some of the entertainment started somewhere, and I just got to move a little bit because I can't hear you.
No worries. This is good. We're getting a live tour from Stuart right now at the hotel. If you guys have a question about VIP Kosher Tours, please feel free to put it in the comments.
Oh, by the way, that's room service. So look at that. I think we mentioned we have room service. So I don't think it's been done before, but we're the Pesach program that also has room service. It's available if your child needs something to eat because you got to take them up and shower them and you didn't have a chance to go. So you order something in room service. It's available for you.
Perfect.
So now I'm walking one of these gorgeous ponds, these gorgeous areas, the fauna. It is just a magnificent. There's my favorite spot. Back again. You see, everything is close. It's not that far. Restaurants are nearby.
Great.
Magnificent food.
So
Magnificent.
we're gonna end with one question, Stuart. Someone had a last question over here. Can you tell us about the kids programming? Maybe just talk about the kids programming. Do people have to sign up for it? If you don't
Yes.
sign up, can
So
you
so
say,
obvious.
okay,
So if you haven't read the information that we send out to you, it asks you to sign up. We have to have you sign up for multiple reasons. We have to know how to assign the kids. We have to know what to do. You have to sign releases. We need that for safety. So you do sign up for all the camp programs. If you have any questions, you look at our website. Every one of our staff is listed on the website. It has been listed since the beginning, so you could see who the scholars and residents are. We've added many additional ones, but you can see who they are. You can see who our team is, our full executive team, our full team. Any questions you have, anything like that, the website has almost all the answers.
perfect. Stuart, as always, a pleasure talking with you. These all
Okay,
were
can we
amazing.
offer you maybe a cappuccino, maybe an espresso, maybe a latte,
We
maybe a wonderful sandwich? You know, even though we have special Passover bread, today we just got in our pallets of Passover flour from Israel to create amazing sourdough and great breads of different types for Pesach that you've never seen before. And yes, we will have some baguettes and we will make sandwiches like this available to you. So if you're starving and it's the middle of the night and it's 3 in the morning and you want to get a cappuccino, an espresso, and a little sandwich, this young lady is here to serve you.
terrific. Well, this is great. I mean, so much information in such a short period of time. I hope everyone you got your questions answered, and if you haven't, please you can feel free to reach out to Passover Listings. You can reach out to Stuart directly via VIP Kosher Tours or someone from his staff. And again, I hope you guys have a wonderful Pesach, and we'll see you very, very soon. Thank you, Stuart. Thanks, everybody, and we'll talk soon.
Thank you.
Take care.